Thank you, Ambarish ji, RT Forum, for this opportunity to be a part of this very, very distinguished panel. And I would, like the rest of you, I would also like to be the listener here, have very little to contribute after hearing such profound wisdom. I also am very thankful because Professor Praveen Jha was my teacher. He's also the person who has opened the door to a certain kind of social consciousness for us. So really grateful. Uh, a lot has been said, so I do not know whether I should be repeating some parts, but let me start by saying that yes, we are disappointed by the budget, but like the farmers on the streets of Delhi, we are not despairing. We have to keep fighting, and uh, we have to keep hoping, and that's why we are discussing the budget today. So, sharing a small anecdote first, and just to say how budgets and planning has in certain ways lost meaning. Recently, I was in a conversation with one education official, and I was asking for the departmental plan and whether he had the prospective plan and the budget, and if he could share it with me. So that gentleman looked at me very uncomfortably and annoyed with my question, and his response was, हम कॉर्पोरेट्स नहीं है कि हमारे पास प्लान होगा. आप हमारे पास कॉर्पोरेट्स जैसे प्लान नहीं होता. देन ही सेड दैट स्कीम आता है, हम इम्प्लीमेंट करते हैं. So that sort of indicates a few things. The first thing is that planning, unfortunately, today is associated with corporates. It's no longer states and the departments which have plans. Secondly, the plans and the schemes are heavily centralized and top down, something which was referred to by the earlier speakers. And despite all the rhetoric about decentralization, on the ground, there is nothing that is happening. This is the same response that we get from the heads of school when we ask for the school development plans. And there also we get the response कि ये ऊपर से बन के आता है. And the third thing which what this conversation indicates is what happens at the center, at the top level, therefore becomes extremely important. Because वो ऊपर से जो बनता है वो ही नीचे तक आता है. नीचे में कोई ऑटोनॉमी, कोई फ्रीडम, सोचने की आज़ादी कुछ भी नहीं है. So therefore, we are probably looking at the budget, not because it's very big in terms of magnitude of spending and the expenditure, but also in terms of the policies it sets, the signals it gives. So as Pratibha was saying, that about 0.4% of the GDP is what is spent by the center on education. If 4.41% of GDP is our entire education budget, this is about 1/10. So less than 10% of the overall spending happens by the sector. But it is extremely important to look at it because it sets the tone. It is giving the signal. So if you look at the budget, therefore, when one sees that this sort of apartheid that one can see between the central sector schemes and the centrally sponsored schemes. Sorry, I'm saying it all in English. ये दो तरीके के जो स्कीम है, एक है सेंट्रल सेक्टर स्कीम्स जिसमें आता है नवोदय स्कूल्स, केवी आता है, एनसीईआरटी आता है, और उस पे एलोकेशंस इस बार भी बावजूद इतनी रिसेशन का ये जो है एलोकेशंस बढ़ा दी गई है और दे हैव बीन इंक्रीज बाय सब्सटेंशियल मार्जिन. तो ये हो गया स्कूल्स फॉर द क्लासेस. इसको मान सकते हैं जो प्रेस्टीज स्कूल्स है सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के लिए. बाकी जो हिस्सा है जो कि हमारा सेंट्रली स्पॉन्सर्ड स्कीम्स के तहत आता है, उस पे भारी कटौती हुई है इस बार भी. उस पे भारी कटौती किस प्रकार हुई है अगर देखें तो पिछले बार जो हमारा एलोकेटेड बजट था पिछले साल, उसका 28% इज व्हाट हैज बीन कट. The RE figures for this year are about of last year are about 28% is what they are saying they have spent. And in planning for the present year, in the next year, that is 2020, 21-22, it is lower than 2 years before. So, jabki the needs of this budget were manifold. Huh? We have argued it in the pre-budget consultation note which the RT Forum has written, and that how this budget should be different and how it should be structured. So one of course we were asking for a COVID response, but we were also asking for the for the gaps, for the major deficits that are there, that should be bridged. So, in terms of COVID response, we were asking for money for school reopening. We were asking for money so that re-enrollment of the children could happen. There are many who have already stepped out of their school lives or are on the verge of it. Already this comes on the back of a situation where there were about 35 to 36 billion out of school children. So the pandemic happens on the back of all this. हाँ, इतने सारे जो स्कूल से बाहर बच्चे थे उसकी संख्या में भारी बढ़ोतरी हुई है। तो ये जो इस बजट से इसलिए हम लोगों ने गुजारिश की थी कि इस पे खर्च होना चाहिए और साथ ही जो स्ट्रक्चरल डेफिसिट्स है, टीचर्स के का बोलिए, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर का बोलिए, इन सब चीजों को भी देखना बहुत जरूरी है इस बजट में। पर ये सब तो कुछ हुआ नहीं और एसएसए का फंडिंग आपने और कम कर दिया। अब मेरा खुद का जो स्कूल में जाती हूँ तो मैंने देखा है अपने कि जो एसएसए का जो जैसे आता है एक कंपोजिट ग्रांट व्हिच द स्कूल्स गेट, that's a sort of a slightly untied. There are portions which are tied, पर उस पैसे से ये हमारे इधर के एमसीडी स्कूल्स जो हैं उससे सैनिटाइजर खरीद रहे हैं, सफाई कर्मचारी की नियुक्ति कर रहे हैं, उसी से फोटोकॉपी करके जो रीडिंग मटेरियल है बच्चों को दे रहे हैं। So SSA in that sense has created that structure, has a structure which goes down to the cluster and the school level. And therefore what was required, एसएसए में और एक जो चीज है आप लोगों ने गौर किया होगा कि उसमें है ये एसटीसी सेंटर, स्पेशल ट्रेनिंग सेंटर्स फॉर आउट ऑफ स्कूल चिल्ड्रन, जिसमें भारी इन्वेस्टमेंट की जरूरत है, क्योंकि इस समय जो है मेरे ही आसपास कितने बच्चे हैं जो कि अब काम में जुट गए हैं। इन बच्चों को वापस लाना, यू नीड कम्युनिटी वर्कर्स, यू नीड टीचर्स टू वर्क विद do that, as well as then a lot of remedial teaching to make up for the loss that has happened. तो इनमें खर्चा करने की जरूरत है। एसएसए के पास स्ट्रक्चर भी है, पर आप जो है if you don't invest in that structures, these are going to be completely wasted in this important time when you need them most, and then these are also going to be weakened. एसएसए हमने अपने रिसर्च में ये भी दिखाया है, ये क्योंकि कई बार कॉमन सेंसिकल थिंग्स हैव टू बी एस्टैब्लिश्ड थ्रू कॉम्प्लेक्स रिसर्च, तो हमने ये भी दिखाया है कि जो एसएसए है वो ना केवल रिसोर्स एनवेलप को इंक्रीज करती है, ओवरऑल स्पेंडिंग उससे बढ़ता है। उसके दो और प्रमुख रोल है, वो ये है कि जब एसएसए का स्पेंडिंग बढ़ता है सेंटर का, साथ साथ स्टेट्स का भी स्पेंडिंग बढ़ता है। एंड द ऑब्वियस इज ट्रू व्हाट वाज प्रोफेसर गोविंदा वाज रेफरिंग टू, कि अगर सेंटर नहीं स्पेंड करेगा तो स्टेट भी नहीं स्पेंड करेगा। तो ये हमने थ्रू डेटा ये हमने एस्टैब्लिश करके एमएचआरडी को प्रेजेंट करने का भी कोशिश किया है कि not only will it augment the overall resources, but it is also going to have a salutary impact on states own spending. States own spending हम जो शेयर्ड फॉर्मूला में शेयर्ड है वो नहीं, उसके अलावा भी और एक चीज और दो चीज जो महत्वपूर्ण है कि एसएसए का जो ये स्पेंडिंग है, ये जो हमने मैकेनिज्म बोला, ये खास तौर के जो गरीब स्टेट्स है उसमें ज्यादा देखने को मिलता है. दिस रिलेशनशिप रियली अपीयर्स वेरी स्ट्रांगली कि जब एसएसए का वो स्पेंडिंग बढ़ता है तब वो बाकी स्टेट्स का अपना स्पेंडिंग भी बहुत उस पे उछाल आता है. एंड वाइस वर्सा इज देयरफॉर ट्रू. और एक चीज जो एसएसए कर सकता है और उसमें थोड़ा बहुत किया है पर उसमें बहुत करने की जरूरत है. सृजिता, इफ यू कैन शो दैट वन स्लाइड प्लीज. तो उसमें ये है कि यस, थैंक यू. उसमें ये है कि ऐसे centrally sponsored schemes, the way they were imagined was that this would bring about this would equalize the inequalities that existed across states in their ability to spend on education. तो centrally sponsored scheme जो है वो ये करेगा कि जो ये विषमता है states में spending का वो उसको कम करेगा. और ये क्षमता उनमें है, उसमें है, क्योंकि वो it can allocate across states. Now, when we see the actual expenditure as a percentage of requirement, so this is something that we had calculated for 2015-16, and it holds very much true for now also, that you see that there's a lot of difference across states in the financing gaps. So on one hand, you have Bihar, which is spending about 25% of the required expenditure. And on the other hand, you have Kerala, which spends adequately, we may say. But there are a whole lot of states which are also less than 50% of the requirement. Srijita, there's one more slide, which if you could, yeah, can you hold there? Yeah. तो ये अगर हम देखें तो एसएसए जैसा या सेंट्रली सेंटर स्पेंडिंग कैन मीट दीज एडिशनल रिक्वायरमेंट. इट कैन मीट द एडिशनल रिक्वायरमेंट स्पेशली इन स्टेट्स विच हैव अ ह्यूज फाइनेंसिंग गैप्स. तो ये जो रिसोर्स एडिक्वेसी आप देख सकते हैं कि बिहार में जैसे 10.1% ऑफ जीएसडीपी आपको और चाहिए, हाँ, टू मीट द, and this we have done for the right to education for the elementary section. So 10.1% of GSDP आपको और चाहिए to meet the resource gap. तो ये इन सारे चीजों में center can function effectively to meet these gaps. And you will all agree with me that these are also the states which at the moment during the pandemic also face the brunt of the crises. हाँ, अगर आप देखें the migrant crisis and all these are located here. तो अगर if you are starving SSA, you are also starving many of these states who could have been helped by this additional expenditure. It won't make a difference to Kerala. It won't make a difference to Delhi. It may not make a difference to Tamil Nadu. But when you cut down on expenditures, these are the states which are going to be affected. And this brings me to the last point that I want to make also. And so what is the pushback that one can offer? We tried through the pre-budget consultations to appeal to the central government. So the pushback can come from these states which are the worst affected, because the central spending is really not moving ahead to help them. So, but will these states actually ask the central government? That is a task then which the civil society would have to negotiate. Okay, thank you.